You got 4 kids who look like Denny Terrio embryos, and the 5th kid is Sylvia Plath with writer's block. Yeah. He's always whipping up on that Harley just to let you know he's a motorcycle guy in a moped band. Oh, sure, he might sing. Do 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 do, but he doesn't mean it. The winds of change are blowing through Europe. Overthrow the communist government in Romania. Ceausescu, what a grim way to go. Imagine being put in front of a firing squad with your wife. Not only about to die, but you're getting nagged right up until the very end. Ready, aim. Honey, did you unplug the iron? Yeah, you want to shoot her first? Can I get 1 fucking second apiece over here? Well, it could have been worse. At least he had overthrow alert. My regime has fallen and I can't get up! I've seen enough other comedians milking that hackneyed premise. I thought I'd jump into the pool hip deep. Yeah, what else is up in the world? Beirut? This isn't even a city anymore. It's like a huge open-air Nintendo game. The city's about as stable as Crispin Glover. You know, my wife and I used to like to get over there once a year, you know, for the running of the tanks, but it was never very expensive. We'd use our frequent hostage miles, but we just don't feel... Hey, let me ask you something. Do we need an embassy in Beirut? Isn't this like putting up a dunking chair on the psychotic midway? What, are we passing Vegas brochures out to these assholes? I think we ought to sublet the embassy and split. I love the thought of one of these car bomb idiots kamikazing up to the front gate, loaded for bear, and, you know, we're just not home. It's just one of those clock signs on the front door, back when you get your shit together, all right? You think car bomb guys have stickers on their bumper that say, "How am I driving?" What do you think a security deposit goes for in a 2-bedroom pad in downtown Beirut, huh? Better go to the light blue column on the abacus for that calculation. See where they want to put Reagan's head on Mount Rushmore now. A couple snags in the plan. They're not sure that granite is a dense enough material to accurately portray the former president's head. He evidently got a little lazy towards the end of that last term. I was reading his wife's autobiography, My Turn. I think his is coming out at Christmas. It's entitled Her Turn. And in the book, she said he got a little lazy. He evidently had the button hooked up to a clapper. Just in case the shit hit the fan in the middle of the night, he wouldn't have to get out of bed to blow up the world, you know. Clap on, all gone. Clap on, all gone. The clapper! How fucking far is your life degenerated when you're buying a clapper for your TV set, huh? Isn't this where the government steps in and puts you to sleep? We have a new president now, George Bush. I find Bush an interesting dichotomy in that he is anti-abortion and yet pro-death penalty. Yeah, I guess it's all in the timing, huh, George? I saw Quayle speaking on abortion the other day. He said there are only 2 reasons a woman should have one. 1, if her health is threatened, or 2, if she doesn't want to have the baby. And I think the kid's nailed down a position there. You don't see much of the Quailmeister anymore, do you, huh? They got the kid on the short leash, don't they? Yeah, Quayle functions as the open box of Arm & Hammer baking soda in the rear of the Bush administration. Sort of like the Barney Fife of Washington, D.C. They give him that 1 bullet for his shirt pocket, hope he doesn't hurt himself out there. I don't even see him anymore. I think I saw him last week in one of those magazine ads for Amaretto. But, does anybody recognize any one of those fucking people, huh? What is that, part of the Federal Witness Relocation Program, or what? And Marilyn Quayle, Merle, what is with that hairdo, baby, huh? What is that thing over there? Isn't that the corporate logo for the Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice Cocktail Company? I mean, didn't they used to run that behind the credits for Hawaii Five-0? Or I guess it was kind of preordained. We had another Republican administration. The Democrats didn't really throw too much up against him. Michael Dukakis, obviously a good man, a caring father, sensitive husband. I guess all those things seem to matter more than whether or not you'd make a good president, but I don't think he ever had a chance in that area. I think he lacked that certain shallow charisma we seem to look for on our leaders. And on top of that, from a physical standpoint, I think he looked just way too odd for us. He had those amazingly thick eyebrows. He always looked like a stunt puppet from the Dark Crystal or something. He was always looking for a little animal head over here on the one end of it, like that mink stole Kitty Carlisle would wear on Fridays on To Tell the Truth when everybody wanted to get gussied up for the weekend, you know. I don't even know why Dukakis would want to lead this country right now. He seemed to live in such a uptight, reactionary, pain-in-the-ass haven right now. I mean, if Joseph McCarthy was alive today, I swear he'd be a little squeamish about what's going on. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody's completely unbending on that opinion. I think what we're seeing is the fascism of absolute freedom. Now, fur. You know, I don't believe in fur. I don't wear fur, but it stops right there because I am pro-choice across the board, and I'm beginning to think that the number one endangered species in this country is somebody who retains their freedom of choice. I have nothing against these fur people, but I think... These fur people are going to have to get it through their head that personal likes and dislikes are merely opinions and not laws of the land. Fur farms are the way to go. Nobody wants to see these animals stuck in these traps. The traps should be reserved for social activists. But I've seen people in New York City step over fellow human beings laying in their own piss to spit on somebody who's wearing chinchilla. And, you know... Now they pretend to spit on you if you wear fake fur. I mean, how far do we go with this madness?